I was going to do a joke, guys, but I don't know what his problem is, but he's being an asshole. Yeah, you. So, anyway, excuse me? You better go lay down. Go on. Yes. Hamlet, go lay down. I I don't care. Go. So anyway, I was gonna start the video with a joke as I normally do, but I don't remember what it was because he's a dick. So I'll let that be the joke for the video, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. What's up, weirdos? Thanks again for visiting the channel. As always, I appreciate it. If this is your first time to the channel, thank you so much for watching. And now you know I have a pig named Hamlet. So I hope you enjoy the content. Real quick, do me a favor, follow me on Instagram at let's underscore do it up. I think that's what this one is. Yeah, let's underscore do it up. Sorry, it's backwards on the screen. Let's underscore do it up. And my email, in case you want to send a knife or knives into the channel for review, send me an email. It's at letsdiu79@gmail.com. letsdiu79@gmail.com. Send me an email. I will send you my shipping address. You can send me the knife or knives. I will spend a week or two with them, review them, and send them back to you. So, today, a couple of things. Very exciting announcement. I'll get to that in just a second. I know you guys are all into Twitter because of the thumbnail. So, real quick though, I want to talk about a couple of other things. After I talk about the collection here, I'm going to show off a couple of knives that I got from my buddy Ian, which I haven't looked yet. I've opened the packages. I've taken out the hardware that he had in another package, but I haven't actually looked at the knives yet. Just to be fair, so everybody, full disclosure. And also, I've got a couple of other knives here that I'm going to show you guys just real quick so that I can show you, me interacting with them. And it's tough for me to do everything I like to do while I'm looking underneath the camera. It's a pain in the ass. People say I do okay, but there's more things that I like to, show people about knives that I could just do with my hands underneath there. This is just easier this way, I guess. So back to the collection situation. I was approached by a company which I apparently recently started called Whatnot. Whatnot.com. Whatnot Outdoors is what they initially called themselves, but essentially what it is, it's basically like eBay, only it's live streaming. So you can set up accounts. I can go on there. I'll have like a marketplace set up. And people can, see on my social medias and stuff there that I'm going to be setting up scheduled live streams where I'm going to be selling knives. So I'm very excited to start doing that, interacting with you guys that way. But I wanted to do something a little bit crazy. So I am going to cut my collection by roughly, I don't want to say 3/4, but at least 2/3. I've got 96 knives in this case right here. I'm going to take out 20 or 30, somewhere in that number. And I'm going to dedicate those knives as knives that I am going to hold on to for the rest of my life. Everything else in this case, ranging from budget knives all the way up to $300-400 knives, I'm going to be selling off right now. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say right now. I'm still waiting on my computer to come in. That's going to be a week or two. So I'm probably not going to start doing the live streams just yet to sell my knives. But anyway, what I can do on this site, you guys, I'll give you the link in my description for everything that I have. You can go to the site and I'll have a marketplace set up. And you can either go in there for auctions or buy nows, which is what they call them. So if you're just selling something, I have this is what I want for it, somebody will buy it, and that's the end of it. Excuse me, sir. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying to do something here. Is that okay? Well, I need you to stop that, please. Sorry, guys. Where was I? Okay, so you can come into my marketplace and there will either be available auctions where I'll be auctioning off knives. I'll be starting them at one price, probably a little bit lower than I normally would. But I will be selling everything pretty close to what I bought it for. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be adding money to the knives. I'm not going to be trying to sell them for what I bought them for. I'll try to give people like 50, 60, 75 bucks off the knives if I can. Now bear with me here because I'm going to be dealing with a lot of different things. I have to pay for my own shipping and I have to pay for all the other things. I'm going to be putting little extras into different things. Like I'm going to be having, like, if it's a knife that's under $200, I'll be throwing like a bunch of stickers into the package just as a little incentive or a little thank you. And if it's over $200, then I'll be throwing probably a sticker or two and something a little bit more expensive, like maybe a coin or something like that. So I don't want to cut them in cost way too much from what I paid for them, but I don't want to gouge you guys either. So hopefully that's going to go well. I'm going to sell off a big portion of my collection. And then I'm going to continue doing knife stuff, obviously on YouTube and everything. So, this will assist me in coming up with funds to improve the channel, get better knives for the channel. I'll still be doing the whole buying a couple of budget knives a month and then showing them off, reviewing them, and then giving them away. But I'm also going to be kind of what I'm planning on doing is, getting some nicer knives, getting some budget knives, showing those off on the channel. And then kind of just selling those off. And then every once in a while, I'll maybe buy like a super high tier, really expensive knife that I'll choose to keep in my collection. But eventually I will fill this case back up. I'm just going to be starting from a much lower number than I originally did when I bought the case. I had the case filled before I even bought it. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really excited about it. Let me know what you guys think. The collection sales are not going to be starting as I said, for at least another week or two, maybe another 3 weeks. But I'll be getting started on that as soon as I can. So that's everything about the collection. Now let's get into the knives. I'm going to show you these two knives first. I've already shown them to you. I just kind of want to show you my impressions on them so far. The first one is the CGRB Frac. This guy is really, really cool. Lightweight, stainless steel scaled knife. I believe this is 14C, maybe, or no, I'm sorry, this is AR RPM 9, right? Yes, AR RPM 9 steel on this very generous long 4-inch blade. Very generous finger choil there. Nice jimping on the thumb ramp, and then another little dented or indented area down here on the spine of the blade that you can use to rest your thumb if you're choked up pretty tall, or pretty hot rather. You can obviously, there's not a whole lot of obtrusion here for your hands to move around, so this is a very open handle design, which I like very, very much. Nice frag patterning, stainless steel clip, just your basic stainless steel folder from CGRB, pretty good quality, and the action is fantastic. This is a button lock, so it makes it for a very fidgety knife. You can see this is a heavy blade. It will fall into the handle relatively quickly, so just be careful about that. The thumb flick works great. I like that a lot too. This is not a flipper. I'm fine with that. I don't think every knife needs to be a flipper, but it's just a really comfortable knife. I like this one a lot, especially because of the size. You guys know me with my bigger hands. This thing, I think a lot of you would be shocked by how big this thing actually is, because my hand actually makes it look a little bit smaller. But I do have very large hands, so seeing this knife in my hand kind of as big as it is should be kind of an indication of how big this guy is. But the action is fantastic. Very smooth. No blade play up, down, left, or right. The centering is fantastic on this guy. Oop. See if I can show you that. I don't know if you can. Sorry, this camera's messed up. Okay, good. Centering looks good. Stainless steel scales normally are not my cup of tea, but I did like the aesthetics of this one, so I gave it a shot, and I'm glad I did. So I'll do the full review and overview on that guy here in just a couple of days. And then this is the CGRB Hectare. This is an Axis style lock knife. Just your basic Kind of reminds me of the bug out, or maybe the mini bug out. It is a very small knife. I don't want to say tiny, but I fill out, the handle fills out my hand just barely. I've got just enough to hold on to back here by the pinky. But it is a very good EDC size. I just have very large hands. Nice black G10 handles, handle scales, stainless steel liners, which are nested, and they are also skeletonized very generously. I don't know if you can see that or not. Looks like I can. Yeah, you can see it right there. So yeah, the skeletonization on these scales is very, very good. Makes for a very lightweight knife. The action is fantastic. I like the jimping on this guy right by the thumb area of the scale of the blade. And I've gotten used to the way this guy flips now, or flicks out. So that's gotten much, much better. It is just a little small for my hand, but otherwise it's a fantastic knife. But again, I'll do the full comprehensive review on these guys in just a little bit. Hold on, let me... Sorry guys, I gotta turn my fan on. Sweating like a whore in church. Okay. So, moving on. My buddy Ian sent me a couple of knives. I'm very, very excited to show them off to you guys. I'm going to be doing some, swapping out some scales and some hardware from these guys, but I'm very excited to take a look at both of these knives. This is a knife that I do own, but I didn't have this version. So the first knife he sent me was the Vero Axon. This is the full size, not the mini. And he switched over the scales to this, it's kind of like a white G10 with some, almost like wood grain, possibly, like you can see like the rings and everything, black. And this is just a really cool knife. I like the Axon a lot. But I have the frame lock version. So I have the titanium frame lock version of this knife that I just showed you. I obviously, PVD coated or DLC coated, I can't remember, blade, and then you've just got the raw titanium with the black titanium spacer and a black titanium clip. Really cool knife. I love it a lot, but all I had was the frame lock version here. Ian has the liner lock version, which I think I've wanted to look at for, well, I honestly, I think the liner lock was the first version that I saw. That I really, really wanted to take a look at, because I really like the aesthetics of it. I like the fact that it didn't have a lock bar, but it wasn't in the cards for me. I wasn't that far along in my EDC journey yet, so I hadn't been able to get a hold of one. By the time they dropped the frame lock ones, that's kind of the time that I got into this realm of the knife collector's psychosis, I guess you would say. I do love these G10 scales on here, though. The way they're kind of squared off a little bit right here where the backspacer is. Well, all the way up, actually, but obviously, you're an idiot. They didn't contour these too much. They did contour them a little bit, though, which is just enough. Sorry, I don't know why I started looking at this instead of trying to show you guys, like, the contouring. But my camera's not that great, so it's not that easy to see it. But the G10 looks fantastic. I love the fact that you can use this as a front flipper. This is one of the knives that I'm actually able to use as a front flipper relatively easily. There's not a lot. But I really do like the liner lock a little better. Just the feel of it. Let me try mine again. Oh, Hamlet, I love you so much. Don't be a smartass. But yeah, I do like my frame lock, but there's something about it's not quite as it's kind of difficult to push the lock bar over on the liner lock. But I don't want to sound like a bitch, so I'm not gonna go there. But I do like the way the liner lock feels a little bit better. And this one feels a little smoother. I don't know if that's just because this one's brand new, or I don't know, maybe mine's all cocked up on the inside. I don't know. But I do like this one better. He did send it with some scales that he had gotten with the knife, and then he bought these aftermarket scales that he has on it. Well, he didn't buy the scales with the knife, but he bought the knife and the scales came on it. So he has I believe this is natural micarta. It's either natural micarta or black micarta. That might be black micarta, but so that's kind of what it looks like with that scale on it. And I do Yeah, I definitely like that better. But that's just my preference. You guys know that I'm kind of a slut for natural micarta. So just about. Hey, why do you always start this shit after dinner? Because you know. Thank you. Bye. Um, I love natural micarta. Sorry, guys. He's such a dick tonight. I don't know what his problem is. But I do like the liner lock Axon a lot better. I'm surprised that I feel that way, but I do like the way this feels better than the frame lock version. Definitely, for sure. I will kind of give this a look for a while, and I'll do a review on this guy. I don't think, you know what? I think I did do my Axon, but it's been a while, and this is different enough that I'll do a separate review on this guy. And the second one that he has here is very exciting from Null Knives. Oh God, I can't wait. The Raikou is something that I've wanted to take a look at their other knives. The Raiden, I was very excited about the Raiden. Then what else did they come with up after that? The Null Knives, the Raiden, then there was the shit, I can't remember. And then I think the Raikou came after that one, but I could be wrong. But this is the Null Knives Raikou. I'm very excited to take a look at this guy. I've been wanting to take a look at a Null Knives knife for quite some time. I just haven't been able to get my hands on one yet. I love that long harpoon notch. It's one of their it's one of the things that I love about their knives. Their design language, the lines, the curved lines here, the way they use straight lines here. It's contrasting, but it works well together. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but this, as you can see, you can use, I believe, as a front flipper, maybe. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah. If I can do it that easily. Sorry, guys. I'm not. Whoop, yeah. See, there's my two colors coming through. I see you. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So, I love this blade. Love this blade. Absolutely gorgeous. Very thin blade stock. That looks like about maybe 120 ish. I don't know. Let me look. Ugh. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah. God, I love how the blade looks delicate, but it's not. Just taking a look at the blade stock here. That's all. Nothing crazy. All right. 130, 135 thousandths. Okay, I wasn't too far off. 130 to 135,000, somewhere around there. So nice thin blade stock. It's centered very well. I was able to see. That looks good. Milled titanium pocket clip. I'm sorry, no. The Null Knives stuff. He got a zirconium kit for this guy. So the pocket clip is zirconium. The back spacer, which is gorgeous, is zirconium. Look at that. Oh, that's God. I love that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and then I believe the pivot also is zirconium. So good stuff. I like that a lot. The body hardware, I believe, is still just bronze anodized titanium, and that looks really nice. He was considering, my buddy Ian was considering putting back the bronze pivot. He wasn't sure about that, so I'm gonna kind of change this stuff around. Take different pictures of it, send it to him, see how he likes it, and we'll go from there. But as far as how that action, as far as how I feel about this guy, wow. See if we're, yep, we like that. We like that. We like that a lot. I love the action on this thing, guys. And it's so kind of, it's unassuming. It's not, sorry, I don't mean to keep shaking the camera. It's not in your face, aggressive, crazy. Oh my God, this is gonna, but it's definitely, you know, it's got potential. It's got potential. Nice thin blade. Beautiful swedge on top of that. Flat ground, or flat rather. Let's see, how is it flat ground? Yeah, that's definitely flat ground. So a nice thin blade, flat ground, very, very nicely. You won't really be able to see the bevel at all on this guy, but just trying to show you how thin that edge gets. Very, very thin. This is a slicer all day long. All day long. And this action, it's effortless. It's absolutely effortless to reverse flick this guy. It's effortless to thumb flick it. It's effortless to reverse flick it with the little fuller they have here. Yeah. Yeah, very well made, very smooth. No play, up, down, left, right. Lock bars, looks like about maybe 35, 40% maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this is a winner, guys. I like this a lot. I'm going to spend a lot of time with this before I do the review on this guy. But those are the two that I got from my buddy Ian. Very nice knives. I do have a lot of experience with this one, but not this particular locking mechanism. And then the Null Knives Raikou, definitely a stunner. My first impression of this guy, I'm gonna be spending some time with this guy because she seems like a saucy little bitch. So I'm excited about that. But hope to see you guys on Whatnot. I will put the link for that in the description to this video. And I will let you know before I start going live to do videos or anything like that. I won't get started without at least posting a video first to tell you guys about it. Also notifying everyone on Facebook and on Instagram. I think that's going to be it for this one tonight, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. If you did, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. Stay up, weirdos. Take it easy. Bye.